Many are called, but few are chosen. Matthew 22:14. If you found your way to this video, it is not by accident. There are no coincidences when it comes to the chosen ones. You were led here, drawn to this message, because deep down, you've always known there's something different about you. You've always felt it, haven't you? A sense of responsibility, a weight on your shoulders that others don't seem to carry. You may not have always understood it, but within you, there's been a quiet knowing. You are meant for something greater. This video is not for everyone. No, this message is for the chosen ones, the rare souls with a divine mission on this earth. If you're not one of them, you might as well turn back now, because what you're about to hear will only resonate with those who have been set apart by a higher calling. For others, these words will mean nothing, but for you, the chosen, they will feel like keys unlocking doors that were always meant to open in your life. So stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal may change the entire course of your spiritual journey. These are the secrets that will help you protect your spirit. Walk your path with power, wisdom, and clarity. And most importantly, stay aligned with your sacred purpose. You cannot afford to ignore these truths. Your mission is too important, and the forces working against you are too strong to face without spiritual preparati. The importance of secrecy for the chosen ones. As a chosen one, there are certain things you must keep to yourself. You probably already sense this. People around you notice something different about you. Some are drawn to your light, while others may feel intimidated or even threatened by it. Not everyone has your best interests at heart, and not everyone is meant to understand the path you walk. That's why the first sacred lesson we must address is this: the power of secrecy. Not secrecy in the sense of hiding or lying, but secrecy in the form of discernment. You must learn what to share, when to share it, and with whom. This is essential, not just for your emotional safety, but for your spiritual protection. Some truths, some insights, and yes, some vulnerabilities are meant to be kept within, or revealed only to a chosen few. Why? Because not everyone will understand. Some will mock, others will doubt, and worst of all, there are those who will use your very words and revelations against you. That is why, often misunderstood, and within that misunderstanding lies danger. Jesus himself said, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you in pieces." Matthew 7:6. As a chosen one, you carry pearls, divine wisdom, sacred gifts, and spiritual anointing. But not everyone is ready or willing to receive or respect what you carry. You are not meant to expose every part of your journey or share every spiritual insight with those who are not on the same frequency. Discernment must become your shield in every interaction. Now let's dive into the first secret you must keep to protect yourself. Secret 1. Protect your spiritual insights. Your spiritual insights are sacred. Not every revelation you receive is meant to be shared, especially not with those who are spiritually blind. As a chosen one, you will be given visions, wisdom, and understanding that others may find confusing, threatening, or even laughable. This isn't because you're wrong. It's because they are not ready to understand what has been revealed to you. Think of the prophets throughout history. They often spoke in parables or withheld revelations until the right moment. Why? Because they understood the weight of what they carried. Sharing your divine insights prematurely or with the wrong audience can lead to ridicule, rejection, spiritual attack, and even isolation. You must treat your spiritual revelations like treasures. They are not for casual conversation. They are not for entertainment. They are not for satisfying someone else's curiosity. These truths are gifts from the divine, meant to guide you, protect you, and prepare you for your higher mission. If shared carelessly, these sacred messages can be mocked, misunderstood, or worse, twisted and used against you. Let me be clear. This doesn't mean you should never share your wisdom. There will be moments when the Spirit prompts you to speak, and you will know when the time is right. But until then, guard your insights carefully. Trust your intuition. The divine gave you this wisdom for a reason, and part of that reason is to protect it until it's time for it to be revealed. If you've ever felt misunderstood after sharing something spiritual, this is why. The world is not ready for everything you know. The path of the chosen is one of mystery, timing, and trust. The path of the chosen is not an easy one. Part of this difficulty comes from carrying knowledge that others are not yet ready to understand. But that's okay. You're not here to convince everyone. You're here to fulfill your mission. And part of that mission is knowing when to remain silent. Secret 2. Keep your vulnerabilities hidden. Even chosen ones have weaknesses. Yes, you are divinely guided, but you are still human, and humans are prone to moments of doubt, fear, and exhaustion. These moments of vulnerability, however, should not be exposed to just anyone. Why? Because not everyone will respond with compassion. In fact, many will use your weakness to attack you, spiritually, emotionally, even energetically. We live in a world where energy is currency, and when you reveal your vulnerability to the wrong person, you open yourself up to being drained. Spiritual parasites exist, and they are attracted to the light of the chosen ones, not to honor it, but to extinguish it. That's why you must be discerning about who you trust with your heart. The world is full of people who pretend to be supportive, but behind closed doors, they whisper against you. If they know your weak spots, they will use them. I'm not saying you should hide your humanity completely. No, we all need moments of true connection. We all need safe spaces to be seen and held in love. But those spaces are rare. And the people who can hold your pain with integrity, they are not found in the crowd. They are found through prayer, divine guidance, and discernment. Don't give your heart away freely. Remember Jesus in his final hours. He didn't pour out his anguish to the multitudes. He took only his closest disciples with him to the Garden of Gethsemane. Even then, he understood the power of sacred privacy during moments of deep vulnerability. So learn from this. Share your struggles with those who have earned your trust, but guard your inner sanctum from those who would use your pain for their own gain. You, chosen one, are on a divine mission. Your insights and your vulnerabilities are sacred, and they are not meant for everyone. As you walk your path, never forget, your silence can be your greatest protection. Secret 3, guard your energy like a sacred flame. Let's talk about your energy. Have you ever noticed how people seem drawn to you, as if they can sense there's something different about you? That's because, as a chosen one, your energy radiates differently. You carry a light within you that others may not fully understand, but they can feel it. This is both a blessing and a burden. Your energy is your spiritual currency. It is the fuel that powers your divine mission. But here's the truth. There are people and even spiritual entities that will seek to drain you of this energy. They are the ones who always seem to need something from you, but offer nothing in return. The ones who bring their problems, negativity and drama, all while siphoning from your spiritual reserves. They see your light and, instead of being inspired to ignite their own, try to steal yours. It's no accident that you feel drained after certain interactions. That's not your imagination. It's your spirit warning you that your energy is being depleted by someone who does not have your best interests at heart. Now understand this. You are not obligated to pour yourself into everyone. Yes, you are called to serve, but you must also be discerning. Not everyone who seeks your energy deserves it. Some are there only to consume, to take, and to leave you empty. That is why guarding your energy is one of the most important secrets for a chosen one. Without it, you will find yourself depleted, weakened, and unable to fulfill the mission you were called to complete. How do you guard your energy? First, recognize when you're being drained. Pay attention to your body, your emotions, and your spirit. When you feel that heavy, exhausted sensation after being around someone, that is a sign the divine has given you the gift of intuition, and for a reason. Trust it. If someone consistently leaves you feeling worse than before, they are not contributing to your spiritual growth. You must distance yourself. Second, practice the art of saying no. As a chosen one, you are naturally inclined to help, to heal, and to guide. That is part of your nature. But remember, even healers need rest. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you wise. It is a boundary that protects your energy, allowing you to reserve it for those who truly need and appreciate it, and for your own spiritual journey. Third, be selective about who you allow into your inner circle. Not everyone deserves access to your presence or your energy. The people you keep closest should be those who lift you up, who energize you, and who understand the sacredness of your spiritual path. Surround yourself with individuals who contribute to your growth, not those who feed off your energy for their own gain. Remember, Jesus himself was selective about whom he spent his time with. He did not give himself fully to everyone he encountered. He had his disciples, his closest circle, and even within that there were levels of intimacy and trust. Learn from this example. Be wise about who you allow into your spiritual and emotional space. Secret 4. Keep your presence sacred. Now let's go deeper. Beyond your energy, let's talk about your presence, your very being, the essence of who you are. Your presence is sacred. It's not just about the energy you give, but the space you occupy in this world. Your presence carries weight, a divine purpose. As a chosen one, you must understand the power of that presence. Have you ever entered a room and felt the atmosphere shift? Or spoken a few words and suddenly everyone's attention is on you? That is because your presence is magnetic. Whether you realize it or not, you carry an aura that affects the spaces you enter. This is no accident. It is part of your calling. But with great presence comes great responsibility. Not everyone is worthy of sharing space with you. Now, this might sound harsh, but it is the truth. As a chosen one, you have been set apart for a higher purpose. Not everyone can handle that. Some people will be intimidated by your presence. Some will be envious. Others will try to diminish your light because it threatens their own sense of self. This is why you must be intentional about the spaces you enter and the people you allow to share your presence. How do you protect your presence? First, be mindful of the environments you place yourself in. Certain places carry negative energy, and as a chosen one, you are more sensitive to these energies than most. Walking into an environment filled with hostility, jealousy, or spiritual darkness can affect you deeply. While your presence may shift the atmosphere, it can also be attacked by the energies that reside there. Protect yourself by being discerning about where you go and who you spend your time with. Second, understand that your presence is a gift. Not everyone deserves to bask in it. This is not about arrogance. It's about protecting the sacredness of who you are. You wouldn't throw a priceless treasure into the mud. So why place your sacred presence in environments or relationships that diminish your light? Choose wisely. You are not here to be everyone's friend, confidant, or guide. Your mission is too important for that. Third, embrace the power of solitude. As a chosen one, there will be times when you need to retreat from the world, to recharge, reconnect with the divine, and protect your presence from being overexposed. Solitude is not loneliness. It is a form of spiritual preservation. When you withdraw, you allow your spirit to renew itself, receive fresh revelations, and strengthen for the journey ahead. Don't be afraid to take time for yourself. In fact, it is essential. Consider how often Jesus withdrew from the crowds to be alone in prayer. He understood the importance of solitude in maintaining his spiritual strength and connection to the Father. If he needed that time, how much more do you? Your presence is powerful, but it also needs protection and renewal. Solitude is the key to that renewal. Chosen ones, your energy and your presence are your most valuable asset. They are the foundation of your spiritual power, your mission, and your ability to impact the world. But they are also fragile if left unprotected. You must guard your energy with discernment and wisdom. And you must treat your presence as the sacred gift that it is. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not every environment is conducive to your growth. By setting boundaries, practicing discernment, and embracing the power of solitude, you protect the essence of who you are and preserve your divine mission.